Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ambassador Eisen, just a thought, a comment. I know you spoke about the climate of threats, the climate of disinformation. I'm going to maintain that is not the climate that you're speaking about. You just don't want to hear the truth because you don't like it. Congresswoman Lofgren, my colleague, good person, she asked, can a democracy survive without the rule of law? Well, we know the answer, it can't. And that's what makes me sick with what's going on, because we want to speak, and it's been spoken about often here, about what people are thinking, what they're saying. Well, so I'm a little crazy, so we get literally thousands and thousands of calls and letters and emails you can imagine every single week. I pick out a handful, and I call people back. Some are Republicans, some are Democrats, some are people that don't care about either. But you know what a lot of folks are telling me? And they're not all hard Republicans. They're telling me they're scared. And the reason they're scared, and by the way, they should be, I don't make them feel good. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't say, no, nothing to worry about, nothing to see here, because they don't believe in equal justice for all, which should be for the left and the right. It should be for Republicans and Democrats. It should be for progressives and libertarians. It should be for conservatives and liberals. Equal justice for all. But that's what is making me sick, because we don't have it now. This is all about politics and money and teaching a lesson. The politics of it. The politics of it is we have a judge who's a known and strong Democrat, not just because of the contributions he made, but for other factors. His daughter alone is a major operative in the Democratic Party, millions of dollars flowing through her hands. I tell you what, you wouldn't like it if it was reversed and you had a judge that didn't recuse himself. We should have judges and prosecutors that are objective and fair, whatever political party you are, whatever persuasion you are. It's about money, because if you follow the money, and politics is about money a lot, we don't like to say it, but if you follow the money here, huge contributions going to the prosecutor, coming from the far left, coming from Democrats, and he runs for office saying that he's going to get Trump. Saying that he's going to get Trump. You may have one speech where he didn't say that. There were plenty of times where he made it clear that he was the guy to make sure to go after Trump. How unobjective can you be? How wrong is that in the American system of jurisprudence? How terrible is that? And you wonder why people are worried? And let's talk about Trump for a second. You know, everybody else is. President Trump. First, they tried to impeach him, and they didn't have grounds. That didn't work. So then we tried something, and I would hope, Ambassador Eisen, that you didn't even agree with this. They try to take him off the ballot. They're scared of this guy. They try to take him off of the damn ballot illegally, incorrectly, and so the Supreme Court has to come in, liberals and conservatives, some real people from the left on that court, and say, man, this is just wrong. That didn't work. So what do you got left? You weaponize the judiciary. The only thing you can do. And what's teaching the lesson about? You know what you all, not you guys, but you know what's being done? We're teaching, I really mean this, Americans to be afraid if they differ, if they speak out, especially if they happen, in this case, to have a conservative or different viewpoint. You know, talk about those people you speak with on the phone. I do it. I really do it, because my humble beginnings as a councilman and going all through, I've held every damn office you can hold. And you know what these people will tell you? Some of them are a little nervous about putting signs up. They're a little bit nervous about giving a campaign contribution because they're afraid they're going to go after them, because you know what they know. If they went after this man, they can go after you. Now, the right thing to do here is the judge should have recused himself. The right thing is not to have the trial in a town with a prosecutor who's made it his aim in life to go after him. It's wrong. And people are afraid they're going to go after your family, your friends, your businesses, your life. Politics, money, and teaching a lesson. And you know what? It's a tale of two prosecutors, and I'm running out of time and I want to ask a question. But this is a guy who wants to prosecute non-existent crimes like this one, but damn it, he won't prosecute the violent crimes, and he downgrades them in the city of New York to misdemeanors. And he's causing people to get murdered and murdered and robbed and hurt. I'm only going to get one question in here, but I'm going to squeak it in. Commissioner Trainor, can you elaborate on why the FEC Commission did not move forward with an investigation? And I know we've talked about this, but I want to hear it again. The FEC, who should have been the ones to do it, they said, no, we're not going to do it because they were neutral and objective. Why didn't they do it?
The commission did not move forward with an investigation because we were asked to abate that proceeding by the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice then took over a year to conduct a criminal investigation, and then when they sent the information that they had back to us after they had declined to prosecute anyone in the case, the statute of limitations had run when it came back to the commission.
Real quick, thank you. Ms. Foley, your testimony highlighted significant due process violations. Can you just detail that a little? 3 core due process precepts: notice, meaningful opportunity to defend, and proof of all relevant facts. We only have a few seconds, if you could.
Yeah, lack of adequate notice of the charges and the basis of the charges by obfuscating a primary element of the felony falsification offense, which required that there be another predicate offense that was intended to be committed. They obfuscated that till the very end, until the jury instructions. Once they identified that in the jury instructions, it became clear that there was a second predicate that was required that Trump never had an opportunity to respond to whatsoever, much less have
Point of order,
notice
Chairman.
You know what? I yield back. And Ambassador Eisen, damn it, I wish I could have gotten to you.
The gentleman
I
yields.
yield back.